Empowerment Through Knowledge Publishing and Serena Stone present the Tequila Drinker's Guide to Health and Wellness Radio Hour with your host, author and medical Qigong educator, Serena Stone. Featuring the director of the Universal Healing Tao and author of dozens of books on natural health and longevity, Tao Master Mantak Chia. This show is for all of us who work hard and play hard. Those of us who are willing to try new things to improve their life, and those who will not tolerate victimization as an answer to health and wellness issues. And now, the Tequila Drinker's Guide to Health and Wellness, episode number 3. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. On today's episode, Master Chia goes deep into the body with advice about simple movements required to maintain health and wellness. Shirt QiGong, Tai Chi, and a bit of yoga are the ultimate anti-aging tonics.
We normally begin our show with some fun facts about the subject matter. However, when I went to do my research on Kung Fu, all I found was conflicting information. This martial art is so old, they don't really know where it came from. Maybe it was a dance. Maybe it was a military combat art. Perhaps it was created for physical health. We don't really know. Legend would have us believe it originated in China. However, there are other legends that say that the masters from India came to China and taught the art. Some styles have many animals they fashion their practices after. Other styles only concentrate on the 5: crane, deer, tiger, bear, and monkey. Written records about the earliest forms of Kung Fu date back to the Qin Dynasty, that's 221 to 207 BC, but formal Kung Fu, as people know it today, became a concrete school of fighting during the Ming Dynasty, that's 1368 to 1644 AD. All we know is that moving Qigong, or Kung Fu, has been around in one form or another for thousands of years. It has morphed and grown like anything in nature. People still use Kung Fu for health, self-defense, and sometimes we see it depicted in dance. Its origins are as mysterious as the art itself. Today's show is about why physical exercise is required to feel good. This is about more than just endorphins. It is about the health of your spine, tendons, and the ability to push out toxins from deep tissue. Master Chia, what is Shirt QiGong?
The Shirt QiGong in the olden time is a martial art practice. And when I learned with my master, I'm lucky because he are much more we call internal martial art. Okay, external is very different from the external martial art. So the internal martial art means you make your organs stronger and you can resisting to any blow or hit or injure. Or we call, sometimes we say you get the knife or anything put on you, you have to able to isolating that organ to not bleed. In the olden time, no surgery, you bleeding to death. And that's why the Shirt QiGong, the whole goal is you have to learn how to pack chi like an egg. Our organ like egg. If you throw the egg on the floor, you break the egg.
Right.
But if you put air, or we call chi, in a balloon and put the egg in, when you throw them, they still can break, but much lesser. But if you put another bigger balloon and put this balloon in the balloon with the egg inside, a bigger balloon, and blow the air in there, now you can kick, can punch, can do anything with the egg that in the balloon, you not break the egg. And that's what a simple theory of Shirt QiGong. So Shirt QiGong is not big muscle, but your organ have to be able to protect themselves. So they call iron shirt. That means you're protecting yourself. So the whole key is that we have a fascia layer like plastic, like a balloon, like plastic. And in normal way, everybody have this chi. So in normal way, we have a pressure outside. So in the European, they call 1 bar. It's easy to remember. But in the American standard, it's 14.7 pound per square inch. So we have a pressure press on us. And now we need energy, we need chi. And now we know that the one that protecting us go against the pressure, we call the like hydrogen, then nitrogen. Okay. Now when we go down to the sea, we have double the pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. So this pressure, if you go down, your body have to build up more nitrogen to resisting this pressure.
Sure.
If you go down to we call 90 feet or 30 meter. Now you have 3 bar, or we said 14 and 14.7 3 times. And a lot of organs cannot take this kind of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So now instinctively we have that. Instinctively we have that kind of protection, but if you're not trained, you don't have this kind of chi pressure that protecting you. Okay, so now this in the West, they are studied this so much. And in the army, this is the key that they have to train. Because they have to train the Navy SEAL. The SEAL is under the sea. Animal is so simple. Like the SEAL, it goes down 20, 30, 40 meters. That's okay, because they have that kind of ability to take the whale is the most amazing animal. It can dive down at 1,000 feet to look for the octopus.
Yeah.
So to look for the squid to eat. Because they're under there. Okay? So they have that kind of pressure of so that in the olden time they discovered that if I can pack chi or energy in my empty space, we call abdominal part. So we have abdominal as empty space, and every organ have so muscle have fascia layer like plastic, and it can hold chi, can hold air like balloon, and organ also have fascia wrapped them around, and you can expand chi inside there.
Yes.
Now in our joint they have energy, chi and fluid. When there are no chi, the fluid go out, and we rub against the joint.
Sure.
So the whole iron Shirt QiGong, yeah. So that is rub it, and you and the acid, and we don't get enough water. The acid coming in and eat when you are rubbing.
It eats the cartilage.
Eat the cartilage and eat them all. Okay, and so that's why the iron Shirt QiGong is learning packing the chi, and you have to separate the organ by organ. You have to start it by abdominal cavity, pubic cavity, and thoracic cavity and cranial cavity. There's all cavity, we can fill them with more chi, and it's protecting you. When you protect, it's just like a tide flu blow with air. You hit them, boom, they're about that. Okay, yeah. So that is what we call the beginning of the iron Shirt QiGong. Definitely, you're not going to be a good iron Shirt QiGong master, not going to be protecting by a bullet.
Right.
So it's that, but if you fall down or you do this, you are actually protecting by getting hurt.
Well, now, I've heard stories about going to China and very old guys. If you give them money, they lay down in the street and let a truck drive over them. And I don't know if that's from the bone marrow practice or from the
QiGong practice.
That's it.
Because they're full with chi. So when you go, it's just like you go down, you try to put a ball there, and you try to, if the ball are strong enough, can hold the chi inside there, the truck cannot do anything to
it. You just drive over him, it wouldn't crush him. Okay, that's fascinating. Okay, so that's iron Shirt QiGong. Then what is Tai Chi QiGong?
Tai Chi, iron QiGong is a prerequisite when in my system. This my master said. It's a prerequisite of the Tai Chi Qigong. Tai Chi is a slow movement, and when you are so slow, you can start it. So we call internal, inner structure of Tai Chi. That we have a book for that. Inner structure of Tai Chi. It's the way that how you're going to be. So the most important about Tai Chi is you are getting the Chi first, because the movement. So you're getting Chi to the joints. Because people have so big trouble now because we sit or we stand in the wrong position, all the joy. So we have so many joys in the body. We have the wear out the knee joint, wear out the lumbar joint, wear out the femur joints because are compressing. And you're compressing so much all the way in, and there's no chi, and there's no lubricant in there. And now bone rub against bone is finished. So the whole Tai Chi, first Tai Chi is that you learn how to move slowly, and you're directing energy, and when you're moving, the whole key is to opening the joints. So when you're opening the joint, when you have space, and when you have chi in the dantian, you have to have chi in the dantian. That's why I do qigong first. You have chi in the dantian, you hit it, you do it, and you have chi. And now when you're directing chi come, and you go absorbing into the joint. And when the chi comes, the body know that, hey, I need more glucosamine. That means the lubricant into the joint. So you learn how to simple stretching the joint, stretching the every finger joint, elbow, a wrist joint, elbow joint, shoulder joint, the neck joint, the thoracic 12 joint, lumbar joint, femur joint. It's one by one. You learn how to move and extend your joint open. And that is the Tai Chi. And you feel Chi coming to you. And you have more Chi into the body. Because the same time when you learn Iron Shirt QiGong, you are very easy taking the Chi and fill up more empty space in your body. And you have more protection. And the Chi, when you have more Chi, everything are moving. And the organ not crash on each other. All the organ problem now is the fascia are too hot and stick in the organ and stick into each other, and people are so pain. And the Western doctor don't know how to do it because it's fascia like plastic. When you overheat, they stick together. Like plastic stick together.
Yeah.
And that's what now we call adhesive. And this one cannot do it because and the organ burn out. It's too hot and no way to move.
I really, I'm starting to study more tendon power because tendon is fascia that comes off, right, off of an organ.
So the whole key is a tendon, ligament, and bone, and some muscle. So you develop the tendon, ligament, bone, and some muscle. A muscle are more developed, more fine muscle, because we haven't moved our fine muscle a lot. Like all the tendon, and every tendon have muscle connecting it, and all the spine have so many tendon and muscle, okay? And the ligament, tendon, ligament, and fascia all wrap them around. So you have to learn how to elongate your spine. So you feel the spine can expand out. Otherwise, we're sitting all the time in cavitation pull up, and it compress our lumbar, compress our thoracic, compress our neck. And that is so painful. And people have to change their neck, change their lumbar, change their femur bone, change their knee. And so much changes.
Well, all right. So another practice that you advocate in the Universal Healing Tao system is it's a simple yoga that you call Tao Yin yoga.
The Tao Yin actually is Chinese itself have this kind of exercise. Okay, and about all this stretching, or we call the bouquet, 18 or 8 bouquet. It's very simple, like stretching, and it's down already. And later on, in about 2,000 years, when one of the monk from India, Bodhidharma, bring an Indian yoga system, and the Indian internal meditation system to China. And the Chinese people are very good in taking things and just improve it.
Okay.
And that's why we have this like yoga position and taking into the Taoing. And Taoing, we are more involved with stretching. So the whole Taoing is so emphasized in the psoas muscle and lumbar and all we call dantian. The whole dantian, ligament, tendon, ligament, and everything to make them strong first. And that's why the Taoing and a lot of position, the Chinese have it and the Indian have it combined together. And it's more also emphasized in the meridians. So every position has certain meridian you can active. Like a lot of times you stretch and you touch your feet, and that one you actually activate your stomach meridian and the spleen meridian.
That's great.
And you actually oftentimes when you stretch for a while, you started to belt because the meridian are active. You go down, you actually push on your stomach and organ, and you activate them.
So these postures aren't just about stretching muscles, they're about activating energetic meridians to help us function better.
The whole Taoing is, we call the core. This is the core.
Okay.
The core, our core. The dantian. The dantian is here, the hip, the pubic, and all the abdominal organs. And that is the core of our body.
Okay.
That means the most important part in our body. So that's why the Taoing is all in here first.
Nice.
And from there, you start to stretch out into the tendon and ligament part.
Beautiful. Now, why did you make Tai Chi, Iron Shirt, and Taoyin Yoga a part of your Universal Healing Tao Qigong program? I mean, isn't meditation enough?
Because in Iron Qigong, we call standing position. We call standing. So meditation, we don't call meditation. We call energy circulating meditation.
Okay.
Because everything, if you believe that the whole universe is energy, if you believe that your soul spirit is energy, so if you're working with energy, you're never wrong. So anything you do, you end up with energy anyhow. So the Tao, one of the experts in the world about how to transform and working with energy. So in the standing, you have sitting meditation, sitting energy meditation. We call microcosmic, fusion, and all this meditation. And we have a standing meditation, and that's Iron Shirt QiGong. So you are stand and you feel the root power from the earth, and you feel the tree power, the season energy, and you feel the cosmic energy by standing like a tree. So we call embracing the tree. The tree, amazing tree. We have a longest tree is what? For the General Sherman, right? That is 4,800 years old now in the Sequoia Park.
Oh, right.
He's standing there 4,800 years old when the Yellow Emperor started to write the classic of Yellow Emperor. He already standing there. Okay, so the Tao said, okay, if I stand like a tree, my leg go down rooted to the earth, my head extend up to the universe, I go like a tree and absorb chi and energy from the universe. And I can take more chi in here. So you call stand like a tree, live like a tree, and be a tree. And that's how you get the Iron Qigong is the most amazing health benefit that you can have. Now in the beginning when you stand, because you go against the gravitation. So now you have to learn your structure. How can my structure wrong? If a building structure wrong, the gravitation will pull you down. So when you're standing, I'm facing the tree, you're wrong position, your chi, your chest wrong, that part is so painful. You cannot bear it. You stand there, oh my God, my shoulder, oh my God, my neck, oh my God, my weight. Because the gravitation pull you, you have a wrong structure. And it's going to pull you down, you know.
Okay, so when we do our Iron Shirt, we learn to get our structure correctly.
Very important.
Okay.
Because the tendon ligament stronger to hold your right position that go along with the gravitation.
So this is why you want iron shirt to be the prerequisite for the training for Tai Chi, because then at least they've got some
Structure and strong and healthy.
Yeah.
And protection.
Okay, so you put all these physical practices in, sounds like because we need them. You can't just
because when you have no tree, can you burn fire?
Nope.
Yes. If you have no good organ, how can you produce chi?
Right.
So you need good M. If you chop down all the tree and tree and you have fire, what you gonna creating more energy? You're gonna freeze to death.
Right.
So M, the physical. So whoever gonna practicing any higher level, if your physical break down, you're gone.
You're gone. So wait a minute. When I was a student, you used the term tofu Tai Chi.
Actually, the term of tofu Tai Chi is the first level of Tai Chi. That means the first thing the teacher will teach you, relax and move very slowly and very soft. And that is the first thing, is relax. Okay? But a lot of people, they think that is Tai Chi. So they learn how to, and that's very good. It's a relaxing. And you very slowly and move and no structure. And they don't learn yin and yang. Yin and yang. Yin is very relaxed. Yang is strong and structure and energy and power. And yin is soft again. So yin yang, yin yang, yin yang. So people only learn the yin part, but they never learn the yang part.
And that's tofu Tai Chi.
Yeah. But that is the beginning of every Tai Chi they need to teach you. But people, they learn, okay, I know it, that's it. But you have the relax, and next thing, you learn the yin and yang and the chi flow. Like the sea in the daytime is cooler, but the land is warmer, so the wind flow. So yin and yang. And at night, the land cool down faster and the sea is still warm, so the wind flow. We call chi. So when you learn how to yin and yang, the energy flow, the chi flow. That is what the next step they do. And the next step is the structure. So everything, you're moving in a structure. When you're hitting a force, you have a structure to take the force, either discharge the force or get the force down.
Now, you had said in an earlier show that actually Tai Chi is a fighting martial art. It can be very strong.
Right. Tai Chi, actually, we call one of the best internal martial art, because you are getting the strength, internal strength from inside. So we say, like, you have a plastic and you paint them with silver color, and a piece of iron and you paint them with the silver color. Now you look at it, oh my God, they are the same, like the steel. But when you touch them, a plastic and a steel are different. Okay?
Yes.
So the internal martial art, and that is Tai Chi, Xing Yi, and Pakwa, is the internal martial art. So they develop from internal out, make your organs strong, make your tendon ligament strong, make your bones strong, and muscle. So the muscle is always followed, but it's not all emphasized in the muscle. Okay, so that is called the internal part of the martial art, and you get the strength. And when you get the strength, you just lightly touch. You got internal strength. It's just like a big crane. You see them move very slowly, like you hit somebody, it's gone. The crane.
Yeah.
They're so slow, but they have strength. And they can take out a big, heavy thing up because they have strength, they have structure, and they have strength. So that's why the internal work is important.
When I was in training, I saw you hold Embracing the Tree. And I don't even know, there must have been 4 or 5 young men trying to push you over. And they lost their energy. I mean, they try, and then you reversed the chi, and they just fell off of you. You never moved. And you never stopped talking to the audience.
Yeah, we call the rooting power. The rooting power actually is a good structure. It's just like when a building have very good structure and you can take a lot of weight. And the weight is go down to the earth. So if I have a good structure, all the weight that I receive, I can divert them to the ground. So when they push me, they are pushing the earth, not me.
They got tired.
Yeah. So when they're pushing the earth, I divert their power down. So there's power going down. If I structure wrong, if my neck are wrong, when they push me, all their power go to my neck and knock me out. If my shoulder or my thoracic cannot align with the earth structure, that's why the standing iron Shirt QiGong is so important. So when it push me, if my thoracic are out of alignment, my whole back gone. I fall down immediately. I fly, boom. Because with 5 people or 10 people, sometimes I show 20 people, see? And their power, they can just fly me anywhere, okay? But when I can get the structure, and all I do is directing the force down to the ground, and the power not on me. So the power cannot apply on me.
What a wonderful skill for life. Now, before we go, when I took instructor training, 1 week was dedicated to Tai Chi and Iron Shirt QiGong. My body was totally different by the end of the week. My arms and legs were much stronger, and my whole body had less fat. I never ran. I never went to the gym. I never lifted weights. My exercises were done standing in place, and yet my entire body was more comfortable. My arms, my shoulders, my back, my core, my legs had muscle and definition. I never moved. I mean, I moved, but I stood in the same spot to do my exercises. What happened to me that week?
Because we everything in this world are subject to gravitation. And that's how you can make yourself stronger by learn how to align the force. And you have more force in your structure. And to hold the structure against the gravitation. And that's what we call by the engineer, the building engineer. They have to study and study whatever they do. How can align the earth force? This building, how can align with the earth? And how can make it stronger? And now they even can make it stronger, resisting the earthquake. And that's how our body. So in order for you to learn how a good structure, your muscle, internal muscle, tendon, ligament have to do the job.
Right.
So that by that one, you're getting stronger. Because you are constantly align the force, and the force always come to you, and the force that coming in is strengthening your tendon. Because the force not only food, they need chi, energy, to strengthen it. So he said, a balloon are flattened down, they're no use. And a balloon blow up, they can be very useful.
Well, and
a flat tire, no use, because they're flat tire, they are no chi.
And with all the muscle that I must have developed internally, that muscle requires energy.
Longer.
Well, it also requires energy. I think it ate my fat.
Because it lasts longer, it stays longer than muscle. Muscle, when you stop develop, it turns to fat.
Well, it went from fat back to muscle. It was a great week. All right, Master Chia, thank you again. And thank you, listeners. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Thank you for joining us on another Empowerment Through Knowledge adventure. Want to learn more? Find Master Chia at mantakchia.com. That's MANTAKCHIA.com. Find advanced learning materials, books, and more at serenastone.com. That's SARINASTONE.com. Thanks for listening, and if you like what you heard, please subscribe today. This podcast was produced by J.C. Warfield Productions in conjunction with the Echo Chamber Studio, Minneapolis, Minnesota.